Children begin to form gender stereotypes very, very young. Some would argue that it actually happens in the womb, because one of the first things we ask a pregnant person is, are you having a girl or a boy? So we're already beginning to gender our children before they're born. So we have this idea of what boys do and what girls do, what they like, what they prefer, how they will be, even before they come into the world. So I would argue that it starts right away at conception, when they are born, and we begin to offer them clothing and toys and environments that are gendered or stereotypically gendered. Pink for girls, blue for boys, right? Children start to absorb that immediately. So some of the first things that young children say when they get to preschool is, you can't wear that, you're a boy. Very, very common, very developmentally appropriate for young children. So that's why we have to start very young if we want to challenge gender stereotypes with young children. The same goes for racial identity. When children are growing up in homes where people are talking about racial identity and ancestry and ethnicity, then they understand who they are, where their people come from, why their skin is the color it is, why their hair is the texture it is, and they have family pride in their space and in their appearance. It's when they go out into the world and other people do not celebrate that or understand why that they are different or have what they have, is where the biases and often the conflicts happen. Children who do not have those conversations in their classroom or in their homes have a lower level of literacy around racial identity and therefore have to do more learning. So it would be the approach, a positive approach would be to talk about racial identity and ethnic identity at a very young age and celebrate it in your own home with your own children, and then as well as others that are outside and that you will experience when you walk through the world.